选手塔兰特·叶斯达伍列特，职业生涯战绩11战6胜5负，曾经斩获哈萨克斯坦泰拳锦标赛的冠军。他的对手乌雷伊夫 JCK 绝城之夜4人新锐赛比赛冠军。上一场比赛 TKO 对手强势获胜。接下来两位选手即将展开对决。
一族的战士敌人黑狼乌雷伊夫，他是一个以摔柔作为自己风格的选手。
这一场比赛我准备了很多，对，备战的也很充分，大家就敬请期待吧，期待我这一场的比赛。
乌雷伊夫他的所有的比赛终结打都是在2回合之内。
He is a very difficult opponent for anyone to fight he faces.
我非常渴望胜利，所以在训练当中我拼尽全力去提升自己。所以比赛的胜利是对我最好的回报。
Ассалаумағалейкум, менің есімім Yesdaulet Talant. Мен Қазақстан, Алматы қаласынан келдім. Мен бұл жерге өзімді көрсету үшін келдім. Бұл жерге шоудың не екенін көрсету үшін келдім. Қарсыласым менің деңгейімде емес екені айдан анық, мен оны жақсы білемін. Және өзіме мықты сенімдімін. Мен оны міндетті түрде бірінші немесе екінші раундта уақытынан бұрын жеңуге тырысамын және жеңемін деп уәде беремін. Назарларыңыз менде болсын.
目标就是只有一个终结，然后这场比赛应该不会打满。
It is time for the 6th fight of the evening. This is our first featherweight clash of the evening. Making his way to the cage now from the blue corner. It's Talant, Yesdaulet, hailing from Kazakhstan, just 22 years of age. Training at Berklik team. Talant, Yesdaulet's 6-5 MMA record sits now with a 3-fight win streak on top of it. All 3 of his last fights, he won with chokes. His opponent, Wuleiyifu, needs to respect that when the fight gets to the ground. Talant also brings titles in kickboxing from Fight Sports Strong Kazakhstan to this, his JCK debut. Suggesting he is dangerous anywhere with his kickboxing titles and submission wins. Wherever the fight goes, Talant will be a threat to his opponent, China's Wuleiyifu, tonight. We are very excited about Talant Yesdaulet's JCK debut. Here he is from Kazakhstan.
We saw him at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and there was a fire in his eyes, and there was a scuffle between these two, and he was not backing off. He was looking at Wuleiyifu like he wants to eat him for breakfast. Look at the focus and aura around this kid. Very aggressive, very confident. This fight, I think, is going to be fireworks, but both these guys are very athletic. Talant is a little bit bigger, has a slightly bigger frame, but I don't see him overpowering Wuleiyifu very easily.
Let's you make it out.
And there is his opponent, Wuleiyifu. He's only 25 years old, but carries himself with a strong aura of confidence and maturity. He's very athletic, tough, and heavy-handed. Sometimes his career has been a hit and miss, but also he has fought some of the top-tier guys in this division. There have been concerns about his coaching, as his team as a whole has performed below expectations. You know, we see there right next to him is his coach, Luo Tianlong. Luo Tianlong fought on the last card, and he got submitted pretty quickly, fire triangle. And that has been the biggest worry, is how much of Wuleiyifu's focus has been on his own fight career or on coaching that team. I think the biggest weakness has been their grappling skills. But when they come in, they're always fit and in shape. They make weight. Wuleiyifu is so scrappy, very, strong-willed. And he started his camp with Luo Tianlong, which means he's already been in camp for almost double what you expect most camps to be. So I expect him to be in phenomenal shape. Something that he's always shown up on. And he's willing to throw down, has a very, very durable chin. He's fighting someone with, like you said, a very good grappling game. And I think Wuleiyifu will try to use his wrestling base to keep this fight on the feet and make it a dirty war. But I'm telling you, Ron, this is one of the fights I'm really excited about tonight.
Let's look now at the tail of the tape where we see Wuleiyifu enjoys a slight reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子羽量级的正赛争夺，两位选手身高177公分，臂展177厘米，体重66.40公斤，年龄22岁，来自于 Burdick Team。MMA 综合格斗战绩11战6胜5负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Almaty, Kazakhstan. I give you Talant, Yesdaulet. 本场比赛，红方选手身高173公分，臂展179厘米，体重66.50公斤，年龄25岁，来自于龙陵搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩19战11胜8负 ，JCK 战决城战绩13战7胜6负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手Wuleiyifu。那么今天晚上比赛非常高兴邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯宇老师和刘聪老师，他们两位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练员，同时也是赛事评论员的 Von Anderson 和 Woody Pocketer 进行现场的呈现。Welcome！ 同时还要特别感谢言之有理赵岩老师以及我们的特约评论员方乐老师的鼎力相助。本场比赛场上裁判 Thomas Fine。
Judge, time. You ready? You ready? Fight!
And we're off. Talant in the blue and Wuleiyifu in the red immediately. Wuleiyifu is starting to close that distance, putting some pressure. Look at the fast footwork of Talant. In and out on his toes. Goes for a stiff jab immediately. Wuleiyifu with his hands pretty open, but cutting off Talant.
Wuleiyifu, of course, bringing a wrestling background into his MMA career, but he's also done very well both with submissions and with striking in recent times.
Oh, big right hand right on the button, but Talant just eats it. Now we see Wuleiyifu got him pressed up against the cage wall here. Let's go for an ankle pick.
Oh, that could have been a mistake. Wuleiyifu looks for the ankle pick, and Talant wraps up a guillotine. He's jump guard, dragged Wuleiyifu to the ground and looking to finish. Wuleiyifu looks like he's okay here. It's an arm-in guillotine. Those are harder to finish.
Talant looks like he reset that guillotine. Now he's starting to squeeze. He needs to be careful that he doesn't burn out his arms. Talant is trying to climb his legs up higher to get a better angle.
Wuleiyifu can't see his face here, but it seems like he's doing okay. Look at this. Talant looking for that butterfly hook. Is he going to try to flip Wuleiyifu over onto his back? I'm telling you, eating a guillotine from mount is always more painful than it is from being on top inside the guard.
And he needs to be careful, like I said, Talant, that he doesn't burn out his arms. This is the very first round. And Wuleiyifu seems to be okay, seems to be surviving here. working the legs there. And he's got his heads out. So
Talant
Talant gives up on
abandons that guillotine choke. Wuleiyifu here on top, taking advantage of
he goes
the
to the
position
other
he's
side.
in.
Now he goes to the other side, looking for the guillotine again on the other side.
This is a telltale sign. You know, he's won with chokes the last 3 fights. So Wuleiyifu really needs to keep that in mind when he's got his head near the armpit.
Of course, and you know, like I said, I think Talant would look to expose the grappling of the team to Wuleiyifu, just because, you know, that's where the team as a whole has shown some weakness.
Nice. Gets taken down. Talant on top here, looking to wrap up the legs.
That went pretty fast. Not only did he get up from a very, you know, disadvantaged position, now he's on top, wrapping up the legs. The referee already giving a verbal warning for action. Nothing much happening here. Wuleiyifu keeps him, just holds on a little bit longer. The referee might actually stand him up here. Second verbal warning.
Wuleiyifu looks to want to ride this out, perhaps, looking for the stand-up.
Now we see.
Talant gets his arm free. Still unable to do much damage with ground and pound. Wuleiyifu doing a good job of controlling the strikes from this position. Oh, there's a sweep attempt from Wuleiyifu. Talant fights it off. He's got his right arm free there, and he peppers with a few elbows.
Landed one elbow there. But yeah, already two warnings for action, and not much happening the last almost 2 minutes. Wuleiyifu does have that underhook. He's going to try to climb, pulled up, and get his legs underneath him. Beautifully done here from Talant. He reaps that far arm, but now it's Wuleiyifu coming back up.
Wuleiyifu gets out the back door there. Now he's got, you know, a tight grip across the hips, looking for that hook there. Wonder what's on the mind of Wuleiyifu. Look at that wrist control on the far side, peppering with those short uppercuts.
He can try to find this leg, and he misses that.
We still got a great, oh, beautiful. Wraps up that wrist on the far side. What an incredible grip strength displayed here by Wuleiyifu. Talant now with some knees to the midsection. There's another one.
Nice knees here. Stomp.
There's a takedown from Talant as the round comes to an end.
You know, he jumped guard with the guillotine, and all that Wuleiyifu did was defend it. So it's a real non-eventful first round, to be honest. There are very few punches landed.
Who do you give that round to?
Because he was
他战力他不行的，明白了吗？
Just better. 예, 지적 거든가? 지적. 왜 말한 거라? 너 보이다. 예, 서 있다. 나도 시계 봤다. 거치했다.
Maybe it's done more in my book. Let's have a look at the
first punch
replays.
was the biggest damage of the fight so far. A big right hand.
Here's when Talant wraps up the head. Had he went over the other side of the shoulder and just got the throat all by itself, he might have been able to finish that show.
I think both fighters will be pretty fresh going into second round.
Seconds out.
Also got to ask yourself, how much of that, you know, did it burn out of the arms of Talant, and how fit he is, because he just had a minute to recover. Blow at your arms, needs some time to get them back. Looking super aggressive.
Ready?
Stare
Fight.
down there from Talant. Wuleiyifu.
Second round begins. Both fighters light on their feet in the center of the cage. Wuleiyifu opens up with a kick attempt. Talant dodges that one.
Not a big fan of how Wuleiyifu has his elbows out and his left hand a little bit low. It feels like, you know, he's asking for something to go over the top. Oh, nice spinning.
Massive spinning back fist, just misses. There's another, oh, beautiful takedown there. A dump from Wuleiyifu. He's got tight control here, trying
Nice
to make
elbows.
it difficult, but Talant gets back to his feet.
Another short elbow.
A double leg attempt there from Talant. Wuleiyifu digs for that underhook. Now Talant is trying to use the whizzer for another takedown attempt. Great wrestling on display here from both fighters.
Back and forth. Both these guys, you know, going for those takedowns, looking for the action, but also canceling each other out a little bit.
Both fighters swapping big heavy punches there.
Left hook from Wuleiyifu.
A double leg attempt. Beautiful sprawl there from Wuleiyifu. Digs in the underhooks.
He's got double underhooks. He might be able to. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Goes for the reap. Oh, but he gets
beautiful reversal there. Then Talant is making Wuleiyifu pay for it there with some hard elbows and forearm strikes from the side control. Calls from the corner of Wuleiyifu to dig for the underhook. He's got it.
Now he's going to try to build up on that. Can he turn into him?
Keep working.
Calls for action from referee Thomas Fan.
Wuleiyifu should pull that right arm underneath him and try to build up.
Beautiful work from Wuleiyifu to grab the wrist from behind his back and try to roll him over. Talant's balance is too strong though, and he remains in the top position at least so far.
Very curious that Wuleiyifu hasn't tried to wrestle up here. Hit the corner of Wuleiyifu, shot him and don't stay there. You go to work, you cannot stay here. Now it's Talant in the corner position. Nice elbows from Talant. Goes for a triangle. I'm very comfortable here inside the closed guard of Wuleiyifu.
Will Thomas Fan stand them up?
See here, Talant just staying busy, punching away. Very aware of the triangle, the attempt that just was shot up. To be honest, I'm surprised that this fight is, you know, it feels like these guys are canceling each other out. Not they're not trying to win, but they're just able to answer each other's attacks so well. Stagnating the fight a little bit. Going for a big elbow there.
Tight control from Talant on top here. Now scoring with some elbows.
Taking some elbows to the body. Elbow from the bottom from Wuleiyifu. Stop.
后座前摆，知道吗？你不要想那么多了，你直男只有啊，先上上就是，啊，先上上就，拿上去，所谓，知道没有？过去，马上过去，马上过去。
Let's have a look at some of the highlights. Big dump there. Nice elbows from the top lane, a close guard from Talant. Not so much happened this round, and I'd probably say it was won by the blue corner Talant.
Ready? Fight!
Third and final round.
Oh, a nice
Nice
cross
right
that
cross.
connects.
Another one. Oh,
Now
and
a
a knee.
Talant saving his energy perhaps for this third round. Coming out strong here.
Light on his feet, goes for the body kick. This is where those low hands of Wuleiyifu is dangerous, but man, is he tough as nails. He hits a body kick.
Ball from Wuleiyifu.
Oh, and
Answered
he
with a knee.
jumps. Oh, and he eats another right cross. Defends that takedown. Now he has Talant pinned up against the cage wall. Big loopy hook thrown by Talant.
Spinning back fist attempt there from the Kazakhstan fighter.
We heard the corner of Wuleiyifu asking him for a head kick.
Keep working.
Referee Thomas Fan gives him a verbal warning.
Talant looking for the takedown, and he's got Wuleiyifu to the ground.
Setting down with a single leg, and Wuleiyifu for a moment there was looking as if he's going to try to reverse, but butterfly guard here from Wuleiyifu. Can he get the sweep?
Just over 3 minutes remaining in this fight. If it stays like this, I believe Talant is going to take the W.
There we see Talant stepping over now. He's in half guard, but Wuleiyifu recovers guard.
Wuleiyifu pushing off the hips, wrapping up the head, perhaps thinking about a guillotine of his own. Halfway point of this final round has just been passed. Wuleiyifu digging in that underhook. What's he going to do? Is he going to be able to pop out the back door here?
I don't know, earlier when he was in half guard, he had that. It feels like it's not a technique he likes to do. Talant might be looking for a guillotine again.
There he is, trying to pass the arm. This could be a bad spot for Wuleiyifu.
He's passed
Crunched
the arm.
up against the cage wall.
It feels like that arm wasn't really deep enough, but did he reset it now? He might have reset it. Trying to squeeze. Wuleiyifu was looking like he was going to try and pick the leg there.
His head pops out. He's still in the fight. But just over 90 seconds remaining in this fight. Talant's lead is growing.
There he goes back to that far reach, uses that to get up. You hear the referee, the corner of Wuleiyifu telling his men, push him away, get away from this. Nice little left hook on the exit, but Talant light on his feet still. Watch out for his right hand, so fast. That's the punch. Oh, beautiful shot, straight to the ground. And that was a pretty far. We hear the murmurs of the crowd. They're not loving this that much. And now it's Wuleiyifu who's going for a little bit of a half-hearted attempt here in the guillotine. Got 41 seconds. It would be great if we could pull it off for him, but
you know, the arm in guillotine you really got to put one foot on the hip and crank to one side like that. If you're in close guard, it's kind of hard to finish. No,
15 seconds.
No signs of discomfort on the face of Talant there as we get a look from a different angle. Wuleiyifu cranking with all his power, trying to get the tap before the bell rings.
Very hard, there's a lot of space there. And I think Talant, Yesdaulet did enough here to get the win, but we'll have to go to the official judges' scorecard to get the decision. But who do you have? Talant wanted to do a backflip, slipped on the cage, and just, man, fell on his shoulder. Oh, that looks horrible. I think the biggest damage he took was his celebration backflip attempt. And is he going to go again? No, he goes to the jump up, but he just did a reverse belly flop on his back neck.
Here's some of the highlights from the fight. Will they show that backflip highlight too? Here, this in the first round, early, when there was that guillotine scare for Wuleiyifu. That beautiful wrist control and those uppercuts were nice, but that foot stomp and the beautiful takedown there from Talant. Show of sportsmanship inside the cage there, both fighters. There's some beautiful elbows from Wuleiyifu from the bottom that scored. And then that hard cross followed by another one.
Let's go to the official judges' decision.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 1 27-30。2号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 2 27-30。3号裁判27比30 ，Judge number 3 27-30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting Kazakhstan. The blue corner, Talant, Yesdaulet.